this look for you. I feel like I haven't filmed a tutorial or video for you in so long, and it's because I haven't. I feel like I've lost my mojo a little bit, so, but yeah, hopefully it comes back soon. But yeah, I thought I'd film a look today because really I wanted to use the new Urban Decay Naked Shapeshifter palette, which is a cream and powder contour and highlight palette. So I got it in the post and I was like, I used it the other day and I was like, it's so good. So I used it today and I find it really good because it'll be helpful and useful if you're going away, travelling, or on holiday, but it's all compact in one palette. So then I finish the whole makeup look off with this eye look, which is a nice day to night look. You could then add some lashes or some eyeliner to make it more nighttime appropriate, but I really like the colour. It's like a gunmetal shade. But yeah, I suppose we need to catch up at some point, but for now, here's a makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up, and I will speak to you soon. So first of all, I'm using this little mini sample from MAC, and it's a Prep and Prime Skin Base Visage. I think I might buy the full-size product of this because I really like it. I think I've put a little bit too much on, but I really like this primer because it adds like a really nice iridescent sort of glow to the skin. Oh my god, can you hear the chickens again? Honestly, there's nothing I can do about it unless you want a voiceover. So please ignore the chickens. Oh god. As you can tell, I've already got my eyebrows on. I just need to put some brow gel through them in a moment. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Nude. So I'm just going to dot this foundation over my face and then buff it in with my beauty blender. So taking my damp beauty blender, I'm just bouncing it on my face just to blend all of that foundation in. I'm going to be using a new product today. I used it for the first time a couple of days ago and I was so surprised at how much I loved it that I thought I'm going to use it today. It's perfect for travelling because it has everything in it. On my table today I feel like I've hardly got any products because this product has a lot in it. So it's already open because I can't open it, and it's the Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette and it's in the shade Light Medium. So this is a cream and powder contour kit with correctors in too. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the cream side and I'm going to be using the corrector shade, which is that orangey peach, and then I'm going to go in with the more white shade, which is the concealer. And to do this, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Shapeshifter F113 brush, and I'm going to be using this end. So first of all, I use the corrector because that helps cover the dark circles initially, and then the light shade just like highlights the area. So I'm just popping this under. I always think this looks odd at first because obviously you've got more of like an orangey colour underneath your eye, but it all goes fine once you get the concealer on top. I'm just going to blend it a little bit with my beauty blender, but it doesn't matter that it hasn't all blended in because we're just trying to cover up those dark circles. Now I'm going to go in with a whiter shade, and I'm still using the same brush. I'm just going to do what I normally do and do like a V shape under the eye. So once you get the V shape under your eye, it looks just like this, very light and concealed and highlighted. I'm also then going to put a little bit just there in the centre of the forehead. I'm going to skip the nose today. I'm just going to highlight that with the highlight powder. A bit on the bridge, the cupid's bow, and the chin. Like so. I'm going to grab my damp beauty blender again. It's like my must-have tool right now. And I'm just going to blend it in. I just love this product like already because I just think it's so easy because you've got everything in one small compact palette. It's really easy to blend out with this beauty blender. So before I start with any powder products, I'm going to still use the cream products. And I'm now going to go in with the shimmery colour right at the end, and I'm going to pop that onto my cheekbones as a base for the powder highlight. So I'm going to be using the same brush again and the same end, and I'm going to pop it just where we pop our highlight normally, on the top of the cheekbone and a little bit around the edge of the brow. It adds kind of like a natural glow because it's a cream product, which kind of always looks natural. but I do this before any powder is put on my skin, because otherwise it goes a bit weird, I think. That's my opinion anyway. So just like that, not too much. And now, again, using the same brush because it's just easier, I'm going to go in with the darkest shade. Now, when I first looked at this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a light medium palette, but that looks super dark. But when I applied it to my skin, it blended so easily and was fine. So I'm going to use the same brush again. I'm going from the top of my ear, just going to pull it down, like so. The chickens have stopped. Yes. And I don't use cream products that often, but sometimes it's good, I think, especially if you want your makeup to last all day. Like, use this first and then put your powder on top. It ensures that it will last a lot longer. Then I'm just going to pop a little bit around the top of the forehead. And just the tip of the nose. Like that. And it's Beauty Blender time again. So, just going to blend this. So now we've laid down all the cream products, I'm now going to go in with the powder products from the Shapeshifter palette from Urban Decay. And firstly, I'm going to go in with the shimmery shade, which is the highlight, like the cheekbone highlight. So I am going to be using the brush that it comes with. So again, using the same brush, not that it comes with, but the Shapeshifter brush, sorry. And I'm going to be using the fan brush end and running it through and popping it on top of where we put the cream highlight. Putting the cream highlight there firstly, and then putting a powder on top makes the highlight stand out more. So that's that, and I think it's lovely. And I'm going to put this brush down for a moment and grab my concealer brush, because I love using my concealer brush to highlight, and I'm going to be using this to do my cupid's bow and then the bridge of the nose. Now I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, which is like the powder to set the under eyes, etc. So I'm going to be using a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to pop that underneath the eye. You can also use this to tidy up your contour, so you can pop it underneath here. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the two bronze shades. So first of all, I'm going to go with a more warmer tone, like the one right at the bottom, and then I'm going to contour with the cooler toned one. So the bottom one first. To do this, I'm going to be using my Benefit Hoola brush. So I'm using the warm shade first. I'm going to go around the top of my forehead first of all. This is very pigmented, this bronzer, and then a little bit on again, and then where we put the cream contour. And I'm kind of going a bit of circular motions now to try and blend that in, because I'm not going to wear blush, so blend upwards. And then I'm going to get the cooler toned one and make more of a contour. Chickens are starting again. Right, we're done with that palette. But how good is that? Because I've done most of my face with that one palette. That's so great. Like, honestly, it makes it so easy if you're going away, because it's so compact and it's got two mirrors. Okay, on to the eyes. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I haven't filmed in ages, and I just feel weird. Oh, actually, before the eyes, I'm just going to set my brows. I'm going to be using the Illamasqua Brow Build in Rise, which I always use. And I'm just going to push my brows up to make them look more full and fluffy. Need to get some more of this, it's almost all gone. Now onto the eyes, finally. And I've used this in a tutorial before. It's the Too Faced Natural Love palette. It's beautiful. And I'm going to try and keep this kind of simple. First of all, I'm going to go in with the shade Honey Butter. Hopefully it's focusing. And I'm using a big fluffy brush. This one's from YSL, but just a large fluffy brush will do the trick. And I'm just going to run this through the upper crease area. This is just a nice transition shade. I like starting with shades like this just to start it off. And I'm just popping this through the upper crease, and I'm also going to run it on the lower lash line. You can't hardly see it on the lower lash line, to be honest, but I know it's there. I'm now going to go in with the shade Nudie, and I'm going to run that through the crease and again on the lower lash line. I need to move my mirror closer. And this is like just like a cool tone brown, I think. Or is it slightly, oh, it's just a neutral sort of brown, I guess. Just nude. It's quite dark. And I'm using E25 brush. This is like a simple glam look, I'd say. And on the lower lash line. I'm just going to put a little bit on that outer corner, just to blend it down onto the lid a little bit. Like smoking it onto the lid. Gonna grab my big fluffy brush again and just blend that. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Don't Settle, and I'm going to pop that all over the base of the lid. Like a gunmetal grey shade. I'm using a MAC 242 brush to do this. And it's kind of giving that like slick look to the eye. It's kind of making it look slightly wet. Just because of the metallicness to it, but because it's like a darker shade, it kind of gives an effect of like a slick Rick. So now on the lash line, not lower lash line, on the actual lash line, I'm going to go with Makeup and Chill, which is next to the black shade. I might also add a bit of the black shade, but I'm not too sure yet. First of all, I'll go in with the shade Makeup and Chill, which is a dark warm brown. And I'm going to be using a Morphe M507 brush. This is a really skinny little brush. And I'm gonna bring the mirror closer first of all. I'm gonna pop it along the lash line, just to make the lash line look a little bit smokier. You know what? I'm going to do that a little bit to the other side, and then I'm going to go in the black shade, because I think the black shade will look more complementary with the eye makeup. Yeah, let's go in with the black. Oh, I don't think I've used the black. I don't use black eyeshadow so often, actually. Everyone else does, but I didn't see. Okay, so I'm just going to go along the lash line with this. Just instead of using the eyeliner, just make it look a bit softer for once. I'm just going to go like up to my eyeball, really, like halfway. Just adds a little bit more depth to the eye look. And putting this on the lash line, because it's quite fluffy, although it's small, it kind of helps you blend it into the eyeshadow above. And then I'm going to, with whatever's left on the brush, go on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Just blend that in. For the brow bone and the inner corner of the eye, I'm going to be using the shade Poodle, which is a really white kind of, it's got a slight, I can't speak, it's got a slight shimmer to it, so yeah, you can catch the light. So pop it there. It's quite similar to my highlight actually. Brow bone. I feel like this is a look that would look nice on mature eyes as well. You know, it's dark but not too in your face, like not too much, not too heavy. So I'm going to pop it on the inner corner as well. Yeah, so I feel like this would suit all women, like young or more mature. I'm going to add mascara now, and I'm going to be using Bed and Sex from Too Faced, as always. Although I think this may be my last use because it's drying out. Everything's running out at the same time, typical. For lips, I'm going to be using MAC Whirl Lip Liner. I've been really enjoying using this lip liner lately, so I thought, why not use it again? And for lipstick, I'm going to be using L'Oreal Color Riche Color Riche Matte 103 Blush in a Brush. These smell like Palmer Violets, these lipsticks. So that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Nice and super simple, but yeah, glam, and I think you'd wear this day or night, so I think that's why I thought this would be a nice look to show you, because it's good for any occasion, which is always handy to have a look for any occasion. I would really love some suggestions below. I've sort of lost a little bit of inspiration lately with makeup looks. Kind of feel like vlogging more than doing makeup tutorials at the moment. I don't know why, I just feel a bit like, I don't feel as excited at the moment to be doing makeup. I don't know what it is. I do like obviously doing makeup, but I feel like I like the style of look that I'm wearing at the moment, so I've lost my inspiration. Is so weird, but I'll probably get it back anyway. But if you have any suggestions below on what you would like me to film, then please let me know. I hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you soon.